All right, Chiefs Kingdom, let's kick things off with a hot one. Sky Moore. Yeah, that name's still floating around, but not for the reasons we hoped when he was drafted. Let's be honest, it hasn't worked out. The expectations were high, and yet here we are having the conversation. Is Sky Moore officially done in Kansas City? Now, with the way the NFL has changed roster cuts, it's not a slow burn anymore. No more week-by-week eliminations during training camp. These days, teams go straight from 90 to 53 players in one fell swoop at the end of preseason. And honestly, for Sky Moore, that day is probably going to be the final chapter. From what we've seen on the field, it's been drop after drop, missed opportunities, and a clear lack of chemistry with Mahomes. It's not personal, it's business. And in this business, performance matters. When you look at the current wide receiver room, Moore's spot is looking less and less secure with each new addition. Think about it. Hollywood Brown is back. Rashee Rice was a bright spot last season, and now we've got Xavier Worthy and Jalen Royals in the mix. That's a loaded lineup with talent and speed. The writing's on the wall, and it doesn't spell Sky's staying. Brett Veach has done a lot of great things as a GM, plenty of home runs. But if we're calling it like we see it, Sky Moore might be one of his biggest whiffs. That's part of the game. Not every pick pans out, and it's looking like Moore's time in KC is nearing the end. Let's throw it to you. Should the Chiefs go ahead and cut Sky Moore now, or wait until the official roster deadline? Drop a cut or wait in the comments below. Be the GM for a second. What would you do? And hey, if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to Total Chiefs News. Don't just stop at subscribing. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a beat on your favorite team. Chiefs talk every week, all season long. Let's talk about the man behind the curtain, Brett Veach. Say what you want about him, but when it comes to flipping the script and reworking the roster, the guy doesn't hesitate. And this offseason, he's been busy, especially at the wide receiver position. After the Chiefs ranked 29th in drops last season, Veach clearly said, "That's not happening again." He knew something had to change. You've got Mahomes in his prime. You've got the best tight end in the game. But the passing attack was sputtering because the receivers couldn't hold on to the ball. That's unacceptable for a team chasing another Super Bowl. So what did Veach do? He brought in Hollywood Brown, a guy who's got real speed and can actually catch. He doubled down with rookie Xavier Worthy, who just might be the fastest guy in the league now. And then, in true Veach fashion, he added Jalen Royals, an undrafted rookie who's already turning heads at minicamp. That's not just a refresh, that's a rebuild. And don't forget, Rashee Rice is still on this roster. He had a breakout year and proved he can handle the pressure. Even with his off-field situation, the Chiefs are expecting him back and ready to go. That's 4 legitimate options right there. Maybe 5 if you count Justin Watson holding on as a steady, reliable vet. But here's the thing. Veach isn't done yet. He's not waiting for the trade deadline to make moves. If someone isn't performing, if Sky Moore keeps dropping passes in camp, he's out. Plain and simple. That's the tone Veach has set, and that's why this wide receiver shakeup feels different. The message to the locker room is clear. You've got to earn your spot. Draft status doesn't guarantee you anything anymore. Not in Kansas City. So here's a question for all you Chiefs fans out there. Of the new guys Veach brought in, who are you most excited about? Drop a name in the comments and let's see who Chiefs Kingdom is riding with going into the season. Now let's dig into something that's easy to overlook but absolutely essential to the Chiefs' success: depth. Because when injuries hit or when a young player hits the wall mid-season, that's when championship teams separate themselves. And folks, Brett Veach has quietly built one of the deepest rosters in the entire NFL. Let's start in the trenches. On the offensive line, you've got Donovan Smith gone, but Kingsley Suamataia was drafted for a reason. He's a developmental guy, sure, but the upside is massive. If he's not ready, no panic. Wanya Morris and even Prince Tega Wanogho can step in. That's quality depth. with real competition. Flip to the defense, and it's the same story. The edge rusher group is stacked. George Karlaftis broke out last year. Charles Omenihu is a menace. And now you've got Felix Anudike-Uzomah ready to take that second-year leap. Oh, and don't sleep on rookie Jalen Green or veteran Mike Dana. They can rotate in and keep the pressure coming all game long. At linebacker, it's a luxury. Nick Bolton, Drew Tranquill, and Willie Gay Jr. are all legit starters. Add Leo Chenal and Jack Gee, Cochran to the mix, and you've got one of the most versatile linebacker rooms in the NFL. These guys can cover, tackle, blitz, you name it. Even in the secondary, where depth usually gets exposed late in the year, the Chiefs are locked in. With Trent McDuffie, Jalen Watson, Joshua Williams, and Nazeeh Johnson returning, plus a few young guys showing out early, Steve Spagnuolo has options. And this is where Veach's real genius shows. He doesn't just draft for talent. He drafts for competition. He wants guys fighting for reps every day. That's how you develop rookies into contributors and backups into future starters. This isn't just about 2025. This is about sustainability, winning now and winning later. So here's a thought. Which position group do you think has the most depth heading into the season? Is it the edge rushers, the linebackers, or maybe even the secondary? Hit the comments and let's hear your take. Now it's time to talk about the future, the rookies. Because let's be real, every championship team needs fresh legs, fresh energy, and maybe a little bit of that rookie magic. And this year, the Chiefs may have hit on several players who can make a real impact in year one. Let's start with the big name, Xavier Worthy. The first-round pick, the speedster, the guy who ran a 4.21 at the Combine. He's already turning heads in rookie minicamp. Reporters are saying he's lightning quick off the line, and Mahomes, he's loving what he sees. If Worthy can get up to speed on the playbook, this kid could be a weapon from day one. Think jet sweeps, deep shots, and everything in between. But he's not alone. Jalen Royals, the undrafted rookie receiver out of Utah State, is making noise too. Multiple reports say he's been a standout at minicamp. We're talking strong hands, sharp roots, and that I belong here mentality. Don't be shocked if he ends up pushing for a roster spot. Then there's Kingsley Suamataia, the tackle from BYU. While he's more of a developmental project, he's shown flashes of real power and athleticism. He might not start right away, but keep an eye on his progress. Offensive line depth is key, and Suamataia could be a huge piece of the future. On defense, look no further than Kamal Hadden, the cornerback from Tennessee. Physical, confident, and not afraid to challenge receivers in press coverage. Spags loves corners with attitude, and Hadden has just that. If he picks up the scheme quickly, he could find his way into the rotation. Also worth mentioning, C.J. Hansen, an undrafted interior lineman, has quietly impressed. He's raw, sure, but the tools are there. These are the kind of guys that stick on practice squads and develop into contributors down the line. Bottom line, this rookie class isn't just here to watch. They're here to compete, and that's exactly what you want in a locker room hungry for another title. Here's a question for you. Which rookie do you think will surprise the most this year? Drop your pick in the comments. We might shout you out in the next video. So now that we've broken down the coaching, the locker room culture, the veterans, and the rookies, let's zoom out and ask the big question. Are the Kansas City Chiefs the new gold standard of the NFL? If we're being honest, it's hard to argue against it. Think about what they've done. 3 Super Bowl appearances in 5 years, 2 Lombardi trophies, and an MVP quarterback who's not even in his prime yet. That kind of sustained success doesn't happen by accident. It's by design. Brett Veach, Andy Reid, and Patrick Mahomes are building something that teams around the league are trying desperately to copy. But here's the thing. You can't duplicate culture. You can't fake the kind of accountability that's been built in Kansas City. You either have it or you don't. And right now, the Chiefs have it in spades. The scary part for the rest of the league, they're not slowing down. If anything, they're getting younger, faster, and hungrier. The veterans know how to win, the rookies want to prove themselves, and the coaching staff is constantly evolving. That's a terrifying combo for opponents. And let's not overlook the front office. Veach isn't just drafting well, he's finding value in places other GMs aren't looking. Whether it's undrafted gems or smart free agent pickups, this team knows how to build a roster from top to bottom. So, yeah, it's not just about the rings. It's about the foundation, the identity, the winning DNA that now runs through this entire organization. The Chiefs aren't just chasing another title, they're chasing dynasty status. And if you ask me, they're well on their way. Before we wrap it up, here's a final question for you. Do you believe the Chiefs are officially an NFL dynasty, or do they need one more Super Bowl to earn that title? Let's settle this in the comments. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Total Chiefs News family. We've got more deep dives, game previews, and breaking news coming your way. Until next time, go Chiefs!